back once again to AR-77. Today we're going to do a bit of a comparison. I've just got a couple of pistols here that are very similar in a lot of ways, which kind of imply that they are related to each other. They probably were designed and released around about the same time originally. Both Umarex pistols. We've got the Colt Special Combat and the Colt Defender, both licensed by Colt but manufactured, I believe, and sold by Umarex. So there's a few things. They're both obviously 1911 style kind of pistols, and they share a few qualities that are the same, and they don't. There's other things that are quite different about the two pistols, and I thought I'd give you a bit of a walkthrough and a bit of an indulgent ramble about these two guns that I think are both really nicely made and both deserve to be part of the collection for different reasons. Yeah, let's make a start then, shall we? So you've got the Colt Defender here. This is, the price point kind of gives you a clue as to the functionality or how much functionality there's going to be to each pistol. So this, I think you can pick these up for around about 70 quid these days. This you're probably going to look at closer to just over £100, maybe 120, 130 quid, possibly even more. Not everywhere stocks them. These are pretty easy to get hold of. And as you can see, they've got this lovely Colt kind of licensing. You can see it here in the Special Combat. You've got that lovely Colt licensing, which is nice to see across the top of the pistol. And again here you've got the Colt logo. Two little horses there. And instantly you can see similarities between these pistols. Both share the same kind of Colt logo in the grip there. They both use this kind of tab screw to tighten the CO2. Different ways of functioning though. For the Defender, you've got your mag release here, and that would normally drop out the magazine out of the bottom of the pistol in the real world. But you push that, it slides back, your CO2 goes in that side, and then your BBs go in that side, so it's more like an internal magazine. Whereas for the Colt Special Combat, this is a full-size kind of drop-out magazine, but it still uses that tab function at the bottom there. More often than not these days, with the Umarex pistols, they favour the sort of Allen key fixing now for the CO2, but obviously when these were released, that was the way they did it, and I quite like that, to be fair. It's a little bit intrusive sticking out the bottom of the gun there, but you're not going to lose your Allen key, are you, at the end of the day? So it's quite a practical solution, I guess. Other notable similarities, well, the parts look very similar. The safety on here, or that faux safety, doesn't do anything. The safety is actually there on the Colt Defender, but the shape of that safety is identical to the shape of that safety. Obviously on the Colt Special Combat, the safety actually can be engaged like that. Non-working grip safety there, and no real grip safety at all. Not even, maybe that is supposed to resemble a bit of a grip safety, but there's no real effort to make it look like there's a grip safety on that. Other things that are similar, obviously this is a big kind of similarity between the two pistols, specifically because it's so out of place on a 1911. You just wouldn't, I don't think I've seen a 1911 with this kind of trigger. You'd normally have that kind of single action horizontal movement type of trigger, that filled in trigger, and on both these pistols have gone for this type of trigger, which again just kind of implies there's a relationship between whoever designed these two pistols or however they were designed. Different ways of functioning. This, you can rack the slide, you can cock it like that and then shoot, but it won't blow back. It is still a non-blowback pistol, and although you can shoot it in kind of single action, it also has a double action trigger, which again is not really accurate when you're talking about 1911s. The Colt Defender, there's no, you can't wrap the slide. That's just a sticker there. It's not even a cutout ejection port like it is on the Special Combat. Still looks all right for the price that you pay for the pistol. It's full metal, at least. So anyway, I digress. Yeah, I was talking about triggers and the functionality there. We're not on safe. So again, this is a, you can't even cock the hammer here. This is still formed metal, or part of it. It still relies on that double action trigger pull, and as I've shown before in other videos, this is kind of that where the barrel comes out and kicks back, releasing a bit of CO2. At least this does have, you know, the hammer does do something in terms of firing a pistol. It is that mechanism. It's not that extending. Can you see that it's so shiny? You know, the barrel's not, it's not extending or anything like that, like it does on the Defender. Other similarity, I think the main thing is the sights. Now these are, I think you call these Bomar sights on the Colt Special Combat. You've got adjustable for elevation and windage there. Similar sights on the Defender. There's the Bomar style sights there. They don't do anything. So it's kind of typical in terms of all the comparisons. Some of the same kind of style cues on both the pistols, but on the Colt Special Combat, things tend to do something, even if it's not what they would do in the real world. And on the Defender, less so. But still a pleasure to shoot, still feels good in the hand, still nice and weighty, still a nice pistol for 70 quid odd. You could go, you know, you could do a lot worse. I do particularly like the Special Combat. I like the styling on it. My light's too bright here to pick up all the detail, but it's a very nice pistol. And it's quite clear, I think, in just this brief little chat, that these are kind of little brother, big brother, you might say. Both really nice pistols, full metal, apart from the plastic grips on both. You can attach a rail here. I think I might have said that. You can attach a accessory, to the rail, and they're both branded with that Colt logo, and for that reason, it's quite nice to have them both in the collection. Obviously, there's some things that are different again, just because of the type of 1911 they are. Obviously, you've got the full-size handle here, full-size slide, and the full-size this kind of sweeping beaver tail at the back there. On the Defender, you've got the shorter barrel because it's intended as a carry pistol in countries where that's allowed, and you've got the shorter handle there, shorter grip, as you can see. Beaver tail's cut off there. So there you go. Cain and Abel, you might say, two brothers. Both really nice pistols, both non-blowback, both 4.5mm BB shooting, CO2 powered air pistols and replica air pistols from Umarex. Check them out. Thanks for your time. All the best. Bye.